Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of ADC Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, the force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with ADC Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the ADC Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of ADC Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, the force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with ADC Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the ADC Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of ADC Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, the force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs.
Away. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ADC event number 6. And players are underway. We've got Bill Aiken versus Mel Cumming up on the big stage.
Yeah, Billy Aiken actually won the ball, so it is the first leg. Good to see Billy up there. Actually, you don't get to see much of him on the TV or the streams these days, which is a great shame because he is a wonderful doyen of Australian darts. Mal Cumming, we know all about Mal.
Well, I understand you're going to have a bit of a chat to these blokes later, mate, so we'll put that up in the break, get them in there and have a bit of a yak. Be good to hear from them.
Yeah, a wonderful insight into the Motor Starts Super Series and their experiences of it, which is a great insight for everybody that's been thinking about playing one of these tournaments and what it means and what can be achieved, what doorways it opens. Had a little bit of a technical hitch there during the match, but it's Mal back at the hockey.
Look, and this is a top 16 clash between Mal and Bill. Most of the weekend, we've been bringing matches from the later stages, but we're ready a bit early today, so I thought, why not bring out as much as we can? And looking around the rest of the grounds, Anthony Wallace has just secured the win over Anton Sock in the last top 32 game of the day. Jeremy Fagg is leading Gordon Mathers 5-2 in the last 16. Carl Caton 2-1 over Dean Gibbs. Adam Bainbridge and Tick Bridge are 1 apiece. Harley Kempers 2-1 over Sam Ballinger. James Bailey's 1-0 over David Williams. And Reese Mathewson has secured the first leg over Platty, Dave Platt.
Yeah, good to see Muff back in the mix today, back in the fray.
Absolutely. He put in a good performance in the last ADC event in Geelong at this time last year, and I've been ashamed to not have him so far this weekend, but good to see him playing well today.
Yeah, Billy Aiken going for a 167 finish.
Looks like the 60 is in.
Yeah, looks like he's on. Oh, he's just dipped below the 57, so he'll do a nice setup here. Leave himself 70, I believe. Oh, 68, there we go. Mal can't finish on 191, so Bill will be coming back. Better call him Billy and not William. Otherwise, we'll be in extreme problems after this. Which way's Bill going to go? Yeah, he went for the treble 20 first. I think he's in the 5s.
13 leaves himself tops.
Yeah, just above. Mal on 54 now. And you feel he's got to take it. Yep, tops. Bang, 2 darts. A 20 dart leg. So you can see the guys are actually warming into the match. It was only the first leg, of course, a breaker throw. Now back at the hockey.
And that'll do Mel very well in his head. He struggled a little bit with finishing yesterday through great scoring games and just couldn't polish them off on the stream, which was a little disappointing for him. But getting that peg away early, double top going straight in the hole. And as we've seen him so many times, almost goes to retrieve the dart before it even leaves his hand, it seems. He's that confident that it's going. And with that kind of confidence, he is going to make Billy struggle.
Yeah, but Bill's first visit, a ton 40. The ton 40 well. Mel, something you don't see very often, dropping a dart.
Other matches around the ground. I thought I'd made a mistake. Then Declan just cut to the venue shot of the Geelong Dart Club. I'm like, I've hit a button and it's done that. I'm like, how did I do that?
Oh, Mal,
more like
40.
it. More like it from Mal. Keeping Billy honest. Is the 155 on? Second dart again, let him down. 138 for Mal. Setting it up. Left himself tops. Bill with a shot for ball, but he's dragged it low. So Mel coming back with tops, take a 2-0 lead. And was it in any doubt? Not at all. Takes it in 16 darts. So he's 20 for the first leg, 16 for the second. It's coming down. We should have a 12 darter next if that carries on.
Playing
Wayne.
very, very solid.
Shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook or YouTube around the world, as it turns out. Wayne Weaning over there. Thanks for the feed, Ben. Good morning from Esberg.
85.
Eggsburg.
And Vic Headland says, g'day, Ben. G'day to you too, Vic.
Bill Aitken, very, very steady player. He'll keep any player honest, will Bill. Mel will know he's been in a match. Slight lead in this third leg, but only a dart in it.
Shout out to Corey Collins as well. Hope your head's feeling good today, Corey. His beloved Brisbane Lions got up in the semi yesterday to go through to the grand final of the AFL. And he also hit 2 dart wind-ups, the Rockingham wind-up and the Mandurah Darts Association wind-up, where his teams took out the grand final in both of those. And he was in fine fiddle. Best entertainment all night, I reckon. Mel, 196.
Bill down on 81. You would assume he'd go 57 first.
Hits, double 12.
Double 12 to pull a leg back. Long way
Sider.
off. Long
Doesn't
way off
sneak
that
up
first
on it.
out.
And Mel is going to relish this. 16 double tops. I don't think he has any doubt both of these darts are going to land. The fat 16 is a beauty. Double top. Ooh, just underneath. He must have known the double top wasn't going to go on that occasion. He didn't do his trademark walk after he threw the dart.
Bill to halve the deficit. And he has. So it's 2-1. It's game on again. Big difference, 2-1 to 3-0. In the context of a race to 6. Best of 11, obviously.
And just going to quickly nudge Ben to please check his messages.
It's the excitement of the darts.
Yeah, absolutely. Mal opening up with another 140. Kicking off strong. Billy just floating in 3 straight ones. Failing to find a triple.
The power scoring of Mal, again, probably in the last 12 to 18 months, is really upped his game when it comes to the power scoring and taking out the big finishes. I won't be surprised to see a 10 plus finish in this match at all from either of them.
Well, this is good from Nutzer. Oh, it's a 140, but it could have been anything. G'day to Vincent McCracken watching from Merredin, Western Australia.
Yeah, sorry we haven't got a West Australian player on screen for you, but that's the way it goes at the moment. Maybe the next one, you never know. Mel down to the finish first. Yeah, good second dart. And followed. Only a ton. No, it was
No,
1040, so both on 161. It's not going to go for Mal. Slack second dart, unfortunately.
Sets himself on 76, though. Good finish after 12. What can Nuts do after 161?
And here you go, Mickey Brock. We got a Western Australian player on screen for you right now. Some
That'll
sort of
do
player.
nicely.
Mel Cumming, West Australian player on screen, as it happens. Former West Australian player.
Well, I think he's been claimed by another state, but there you go. Bill, 102. Triple 14. Oh, bounced down into 11. Long way off. 44, 58 left. Mal, tops. That's better from Mal. Another 16 dart leg. 15, 16 dart legs. They're not to be sneezed at.
Absolutely, and
Bill back in again. Look at that.
yeah, very, very solid start there for Billy. Needs a few more of those, though. Mal's improving, but still not playing to the standard we know he can, but still doing just enough to keep Bill that little bit behind.
Yeah, well, in most of the legs, there's only that one dart in it. You say it so often, you miss, I hit.
Back to
again.
back for Billy, though. That's what he wants. That's what he needs at this point in the match.
221 after 6. This is better from Mal. That is much better from Mal. All right, Bill, you want to hit 2 140s? I'll hit top of the shop, son. In again. Oh, slunk over. Still 95. Not too foul. Mal needs that treble and finds it. Steady turn.
Nice finish here for Billy, the 126. Going to start off on the 19s.
Yep. 4 19s and a crack at bull. Literally a crack at bull.
There's the single. Nice marker for the triple. Oh, doesn't go, though, but a 48. No, it didn't go that way. 58 leaves 68 instead for Nutzer. 136 for the ball.
Got to go for the 20s. Oh, it's dragged it again over into the 5. This is very, very unlike Mal Cumming. Billy, 68. Which way's he going to go? No, it wouldn't be.
60 for 8. Oh, very nice and tidy. 2 darts for a 14. Best leg of the match.
So far.
So far.
We haven't got any of those. He's on a 9 darter merchants in the shop at the moment.
The little Irish fella is instead running around elsewhere.
I think running's a strong term, but never mind. Never mind. Mel reels off a steady ton. No, so it's back with a steady ton. So I answer him. Say, hello, I'm still here. That's more like it from Mal. First out is just begging for a second to join it, and it doesn't. Still again, another steady ton. Will he'll work his way down. Work his way down. And again, ton.
Very consistent from the pair of them.
That could be awkward. I miss Jamie Rundle, my ex-roommate. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Mornay, lovely young man. It'd have to be, wouldn't it? Mal's got himself into a very decent position here, but Billy's come back at him again. 51 and ball. No, I'm a long way off. And then sliding over into 555. Mel's making heavy work of this.
Up for tops.
Oh, that would have been pretty to watch. 69, not the easiest combination. 50 left. Will he go 10 or 18? 18 to 32. And again, a long way off. You don't see this often from Mal coming. Billy coming back to square it up. Tops. Good marker. And in. Beautiful, 3-all.
Wow. And having a quick look around how the rest of the bracket is shaping up. Jeremy Fagg beating GG Mathers 6 legs to 3. And Carl Caton beating Dean Gibbs 6-1, setting up your first quarterfinal. Jeremy Fagg, Carl Caton. Adam Bainbridge currently 4 legs to 3 over Tick Bridge. The winner to play Harley Kemp, who just got over Sam Ballinger 6-1. Robbie King and Anthony Wallace has just kicked off. The winner to play James Bailey, who has just beaten Dave Williams 6-0. Mal and Bill here in this match. The winner to play the winner of Dave Platt, Reese Mathewson. Dave is currently 4 legs to 2 over Reese.
Yeah, Babyface versus Muff.
But back to this match, and a solid ton there for Billy, backing up the 97 to kick off.
This is, of course, ADC Event 6. It's coming to you live via DSL. If you're watching this broadcast, smash the like button, but more importantly, smash the share button. Get DSL out there into the stratosphere. More cracking darts from Billy Aitken.
Brilliant stuff from Nutzer. Sets up the 164 after just 9 darts. But Mal is in. What 319 is a bit of a bogey number though, so the 140 doesn't leave him a finish. Oh, there's just a ton. My bad.
This would be pretty to watch, a 164 finish.
Absolutely.
We're not going to see it. Not yet. We may indeed. We wanted the big fish last night. We got it eventually. But Mal really needs to find a couple of trebles in this visit, you would think.
And there's a couple. And 139 sets up the 80. Brilliant visit.
And the boy always listens to me. Obviously.
60 for double 19.
No, it's a big switch. Top of the board to the bottom.
And doesn't happen for him.
No. Now, will he go tops, or will he go for treble 20? That second dart could be awkward. Ooh. It was. Trying to float it in over the top. Very, very difficult. Billy coming back for 19 to clean it up. 388, you would imagine. 88. And he's in. He's taken the lead. 4-3.
Brilliant stuff from Nutzer. Mal with the darts here.
This is more like it from Mal. Definitely a nice 10-40 kickoff. Asking the questions. We spoke with both of these chaps earlier on. Bill, very laconic with his style of conversation. Definitely one to look out for. He's a great man for many years in darts. I think he was telling me 1977 or some such that he started playing. But he is slightly behind in this leg. Another ton there from Mal, leaving the 161. Not sure there's a glitch in the scoreboard, but he is on 161, I can assure you. It's not going to go.
One, 2, 1 it was. Apologies for that. That was my bad. I'm fiddling with things.
Could have sworn he was on 161. There you go. I am off my meds. Matron hasn't turned up yet. So coming back for 25. 988. Oh, how wayward is that? Into the 11. Yeah, he's has himself double two.
Yep, no problem.
Awkward second dart for Bill. That's covering so much of the bed. I think he has dragged it into the 20s, dragged it low. So Mal, double two to level up. Good marker. Can he build on that? No. Over the top. Bust. He couldn't work his way in far enough. So Mal coming back for double two to level up. He will go straight for it. He won't showboat and go double one, double one. But he's gone inside again. And he has cleared it this time.
All right, so a quick little refresh on the video feed. Oh, all right. Cool.
Yeah, well, don't put us on camera. We want people to stay and watch. We'll be
Just,
coming back to you presently.
Battling a little bit of a hiccup.
I can tell you that both Mal and Bill have actually thrown darts in the ninth leg. We're just not quite sure what they scored yet.
Well, you can see there, Mal's just thrown a 43. Here we are. Getting there. There we go.
Oh, great darts, Bill Aitken. Decent
Brilliant.
reply. Decent reply. 1, 2, 4. Not going to go. 109 left, Billy boy. Oh, good last dart. Left himself double 16. Mal can't shoot out, so Bill is coming back. We see a 13 darter from Bill. Yes, we can. What a cracking leg for Billy Aitken. 13 darts. Takes the lead again. He's on the hill. 5-4. Ahead of Mel Cumming. Race to 6.
Oh, that's... I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard. Give me a second. There we are. It's got back up again.
Yeah, that's the worst set of darts we've seen from Bill Aitken in this match so far. Mel obviously knows he can't drop another leg. That can add a little bit of pressure to your play, but cheeky little 140, that'll help calm any nerves that he hasn't got in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. Puts himself in quite a good position in this leg. But Billy, looking to catch up. Solid ton 40. Gets him most of the way back there.
Again, pulled over into the 555 by Mal.
Oh, the 20 on that last one would have left him the 167, but fails to go. 317 for Billy, a tough one to leave a good finish off of.
But he's going to make a fist of it.
Absolutely. Solid ton, brings himself closer.
Well, Mal will realise he's he's got a minimum 6 from here. If he can stick in a big score, and it looks like he will.
Yeah, great last start.
70 left. Really needs to apply a bit of pressure. Must find a treble. And he has with the last dart. Again, great darts from both players. 70 to boot. Double 8 left.
Fails to do it. So Shanghai for Nutzer.
Billy, yeah. You wouldn't put it past him.
There's
You certainly
triple.
wouldn't put it past him.
Single for double. Bang.
What a cracking game of darts. What a shot out from Billy Aitken. And the finishes beating Malcolm 6-4. Cracking.
Wow. That is some vintage Nutzer, Billy Aitken. Brilliant 90 average there, taking out one of the titans of the ADC circuit in Mal Cumming. Brilliant to see from Nutzer. He makes it through to the quarterfinals. Just quickly see if I can see who he is due to play. And that is Dave Platt, who has beaten Reece Mathewson 6 legs to 3. The last 2 top 16 games currently running. Adam Bainbridge 5-4 over Tick Bridge and Robbie King 3-2 over Anthony Wallace. So we might take a short break, see if we can get another game up and ready on stage. And we'll be back very, very soon with some quarterfinals action. Cheers, guys.
I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with ADC Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the ADC Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of ADC Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, the force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with ADC Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the ADC Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of ADC Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, the force behind darts.
And special little treat for you now. Mickey Brock has got Billy Aitken in the studio, ready to have a yak. We're going to throw straight over to them. Thanks, guys.
Joined now by an absolute legend, a doyen of Australian darts, Billy Aitken. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Welcome me.
Look, mate, you've been around the darting scene in Australia for so many years, probably more than you would care to remember at times, but that you've supported everything. You go to all the tournaments, you're in there, you're giving it your go. You've had a fair bit of success along the way as well.
I've had a reasonable amount. I'd like to have had a lot more, but yeah, I'll take my career where it's at. Yeah. The only place I've actually not played in Australia is the NT. So I've done all the other states played, and all the comps they've had, and chased them all, but I've never played, which is a bucket list item for me. I want to go and do the Golden Nugget and the one they do in Alice and what have you, but it's never worked out. It's a funny time of year for me when I'm always busy. So,
well, we can't get everything we want in life.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, but I've enjoyed. I still think I've got a bit to offer. As I've been, my new catchphrase is, I'm not the future of the game, but I'm here still trying to keep them to think they are honest. And I'm having a bit of success at doing that.
You still push them all the way, mate. You're not doing yourself credit for the way you're playing your darts still.
Yeah. There's a couple of people, and I'll leave them nameless currently, they do me a big favour if they curled over and got out of my road. I keep running into one particular fag, and he keeps pushing me out the side door. So anyway, all good. I'll keep battling away.
You have to get on the practice board, mate, and teach this young whippersnapper who's in charge.
And you're right about the practice board, but my body doesn't let me practice that much anymore. So I practice in my mind. I have to, because physically I can't do that much because it hurts too much. Yeah.
Do you find that the younger players coming through will come up and ask you for advice, or do they are they a little bit in awe of the legend that is Bill Aitken?
No, I don't know so much about that. I offer advice, sometimes unwelcome. It's been an old trick of mine too. When you have a bit of success against somebody and they're kicking stones, looking at the ground and mumbling and grumbling, that I might go up and offer them a bit of free advice about where they went wrong, as a bit of a psychological move to ensure they remember the victory, or my victory anyway. But
is it that little short phrase, the 2-part one, it finishes in cough?
Yeah, usually you'll get that. A couple of them have been wise enough over the years to wait until I get a bit of a touch-up in my next game, or the next time I get a touch-up, and come up and offer me a bit of advice. I think, they're getting it. They're on top of it now. No, I always fancy myself as going down the coaching route, but unfortunately, I live in a place where it's only me. There's no real darts where I live, so I have to travel everywhere I go to play. Like I'm half an hour to any of the darts on the Gold Coast. I'm hour and so up to Brisbane. So I don't live in a place where I can really be of it. But when I wind back from doing this, coming away to tournaments and playing, I hope to get a couple of juniors. I'll get in a situation where I can help out guys. You know what I mean? I think I've got a bit to offer. I'm a slow learner. Like, I've been battling away at this. 1977, I started playing competition darts, and I really haven't had much of a rest since. And as you said earlier, I've played at all levels, all associations, all across the country, with reasonable success. So
again, I think you're doing yourself a little bit dirty there. You've had plenty of success, but you are one of these people that it's always great to listen to your stories, because some of them are absolute pearlers, but
I'm full of it,
unfortunately, they do remain off the record. We don't we can't condone some of them on air. But at the end of the day, I do think the BA Dart Academy, it's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it could be something like that. But just get in a situation where you've got to have the cattle as well. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of up and coming juniors, even on the Gold Coast where I play. We don't seem to have the young blokes coming through, or some of them are under the tutelage of their parents or whatever, which is good, But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's the same with any sport anywhere in the world. If we ain't got the juniors, we ain't got a future. It's a really simple scenario. Billy, I'd love to be able to sit and chat to you for hours, mate, because it's always a pleasure and an absolute privilege to be in your company, young man. And we do wish you all the very best with the rest of the tournaments.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with Adc Oceania, present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with Adc Oceania, present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with Adc Oceania, present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with Adc Oceania, present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts.
You're alive, gentlemen.
Alrighty, here we are, ready for the quarterfinals here at ADC Oceania Event number 6. It is going to be Adam Bainbridge taking on Harley Kemp. Harley's been in brilliant form this weekend. Winner on Friday evening and runner-up last night. Adam Bainbridge is a very, very solid player. We've seen a bit of him on the DSL live stream and at across the ADC Oceania Tour events, but yet to see him really shine.
Yeah, look, he's not been shown his best form of late, but I can tell you that the marker for this one will be Reece Matthewson, who was knocked out by WA's Davey Platt in their last match. But you could say Babyface was well into the muff and knocked him over.
Well, as we kick off, Harley did win the ball, has thrown 6 darts, down to 305. Adc 78 on his first, followed up with a 59. And scoreboard is looking a little strange. Let me just fix that.
Yeah, but Harley Kemp has been in exceptional form over this weekend. Again, going deep into the tournament, as is Jeremy Fagg. Could we see a third consecutive Harley Kemp-Jeremy Fagg final? There's a number of players out there, obviously, that are trying to prevent that. Adam Bainbridge being one of them, of course.
Well, Harley Kemp's picked up $1,500 in prize money so far. And these are guaranteed prize money events. $1,000 for first place, $500 for second, and it goes all the way down to top 32 get paid out, $50.
You can't complain with the money that's on offer. ADC Oceania are certainly providing. Listen to what the players wanted, putting on the tournaments that they wanted, and the players have voted with their feet. Harley Kemp, 144, not going to go.
96 though, very, very solid. Sets up the 48. Adzi wanting to take this 210 down a bit.
And Bainbridge, a recent inclusion to Team Misfits. He's sort of been there and abouts with hanging out with the blokes for a fair while, and officially he is one of the big boys of Team Misfits now.
He checked it first out.
Boom.
But yeah, no, you're right. Adzi's been playing on the Gold Coast for a few years and really stepped up his game in his local leagues and started to travel a bit more to the weekend tournaments, hanging out with the likes of Team Misfits, and has now made himself part of the stable with Greg Walsh. Very, very worthy inclusion. He's a great bloke and great to hang out with, but also very solid on the dartboard.
He is. I mean, we'd love to be able to say he's an absolute party animal, a bit of a rager, but he's not. He's a very quiet young fella. Lets his darts do the talking as well, as do most of the players in these tournaments, funnily enough. They do seem to be the most successful in it. But he is a good player, solid player, and an all-round good guy. So to be included into the Misfits crew, that is quite an honour.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking a look around the grounds, Jeremy Fagg 4-1 currently over Carl Caton in our first quarter final. That one kicked off a little earlier than the others. We obviously have here Harley 1-0 over Adam Bainbridge. Robbie the Rocket King is 1-0 over James the Ball Bailey. And David Platt is 1-0 over our previous stream match winner, Billy Nutzer Aiken. So it's some very, very solid quarterfinals going on as Harley whacks it a ton 40.
He's left himself a finish. What pressure can Adam put on? Not enough. Absolutely not enough. 145's not going to go. 105. Good setup though. He's left himself 80. 2 ways he could go, of course. Or several ways he could go. 45. Could go 48, 32. Could
Tops
go straight.
now for Harley. Double 10
More traditional
and
route.
fix it up.
More traditional route. That's all you need.
Absolutely. And takes the 2-0 lead. And straight back in again.
Is that what you would describe as a missionary peg there, Mickey Brock?
Yeah, something along those lines, but I'd probably use more the vernacular.
100.
I did get his last score completely wrong. Absolutely completely wrong. Don't mind me, I'm off my meds. Thought he was on 80, he was only on 40. Bless him. Yeah, steady this leg. But Ali is back in again. Yeah, good darts. Good follow up on a 161 finish. Adam coming back. Yeah, took a clip off the flight there. Slipped over to the 5.
Yeah, definitely not enough for that visit for Adzi, and solid ton there for Harley. Puts himself right in a good position to take this leg within five visits.
Yeah, 61 after 12.
45.
And again, another 45. Not enough from Adam at a minimum 6. 52.
Yep.
And another solid check out for... Oh, yes, there it is. Another solid finish for Harley.
I was going to let you make the mistake this time, but unfortunately, fortunately, whichever way you look at it, one of us was right, one weren't.
That's better from Adzi. Ton to start off.
Hey, look,
More of those, though.
I will say it does look a little like a thumping at the moment, and probably the reason for that, Harley Kemp sitting on a bump under 90 average for the duration of this one. Adam struggling on 68 without having cracks at pegs either. So
It's a
Harley,
big discrepancy in the averages. You can't win a match when you drop that low in your average. And Adam's been playing well all day. Obviously, to get to this point, he's had to. But it's often the case. You get on a live stream, and your best game has been played.
And Matthew Woodbury in the comments there says, "Hey Mickey, my son, hope you are all enjoying the weekend."
Loving it, mate. Too much darts is never enough. Thank you, Woody. Miss you, buddy. I wish you were here.
58.
The best master of ceremonies, caller, marker in Australia. Best in the business, Woody.
45.
Yeah, absolutely. We had Woody at the last Geelong ADC event and did a very, very good job. He has been missed since then.
Yes.
Oh, and Adzi here, 8 points scored. A 20 will leave the big fish, I suppose. Am
He
I
opted
right?
to go for the triple 19.
Interesting move. I probably got that wrong.
He's left himself 167, so he's on a finish.
Yeah, whatever worked.
But Harley with two slack visits, he's got himself down to 62. But 2 slack visits during this leg.
60.
Only 60. Triple 10. 20 for 32.
Oh, wow. We went the 12 tops and just a bit too much oomph. And
Bit of adrenaline must have kicked in. Too much Red Bull.
well, he does have quite that flicky action that I suppose a little slip of the finger, something like that, could have caused that very wayward dart.
Yep.
55 there for Adzi, leaves 52, sets it up, but Harley probably
Good-
might want to
good mark.
let him get a visit. Get an
Another good
opportunity.
mark.
Wow.
Three good markers. Shame you ain't got a 4th.
Adzi really needs to make the most of this
Tops.
here. 12 for tops.
32.
Should have
And-
stepped down a wee bit.
Oh, no.
I think that's his first attempt at a double in this match.
Yes, it is.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
You don't give Ali Kemp opportunities. Going for 40, 20, 10, double 5, thank you.
And look, Adzi had that leg almost served to him on a platter by Harley Kemp and failed to do it. Harley takes it in 24, but kicks off strong here with a 140.
Yeah, he's not letting up. He's had. You'd have to say it was probably the bad leg that every player will have during a match. Now he's kicking on. And 43 from Adam. It's.
81.
You won't say it's a foregone conclusion. It's never a foregone conclusion in darts, but certainly won't help. I'm going to say
85.
he's gifting Harley this leg, but sitting back on 458 or 373 now. Harley on 280 gives you an insight into the discrepancy in averages. He's struggling to find a double, is Adam. Treble, I should say. Only needs to find one to set something up. Doesn't. So again, you could say he's letting Adam into this, but he's got to hit a big one.
81.
That's probably not enough. Harley to set up from 177.
99.
Yeah, he's done a Bradman, 99. Yeah, on the day you're going to have to say for Adam, it's too many wayward darts. Long way off where he was aiming.
54 for 24. Oh, and he's just inside that double 12. Adam back on 205. Can't do much about it except try and set this one up.
He's got rid of the 5.
And just throws in a ball. He obviously
Just for fun.
2 5s and a 25 left him the 170, but hits the ball.
20.
Yeah, look, a sensible bust. A sensible bust there. Reset. Saying, Adam, you've got to take out this 145, which he's not going to do.
45.
Sets up the straight ton, Adzi, but Harley won't let him get a shot.
There's absolutely no backswing on the Harley Kemp throw. He sets his dart and it's all forward from there.
It's a unique throw, to be fair, but it works for Harley.
For
2
tops.
finals in 2 nights.
For the first leg on the board, double 10 Adam Bainbridge. Oh, and he's just outside. Hartley comes back for another crack after 2 busts, and there it is.
You can't give someone like Harley Kemp that many opportunities. He's going to take them eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Adam will be very upset with the way he's played in this because he's been throwing some cracking darts all day.
Yeah, for sure. And look, it's not an uncommon thing to get to this kind of stage and jump up onto onto a stream game and kind of just fall off that little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
it happens to the best of us, and I'm sure. I'm not saying that's exactly what this is. Maybe just as he's having a rough game in general, but we know Adam Bainbridge is definitely a better player than what he's showing here.
oh, without a doubt, without a doubt.
And having a quick look around the grounds. Don't panic, Ben. This is me changing the camera. We can see there Robbie King versus James Bailey. James Bailey now leads 3 legs to 2. And Dave Platt is 3-2 over Billy Aitken. Jeremy Fagg is the first semi-finalist with a win 6-1 over Carl Caton.
That's a big result because Carl played very, very well, reaching the latter stages last night. Over from WA, of course, as is Platty. Really enjoyed watching Carl's games throughout the course of this weekend. I've been having a sneaky look, wandering around the floor, and he's improved. The only thing wrong with him, he's a Man United fan.
45. Well done.
And as always with the football talk from Mickey Brock, radio silence, because none of us know what he's on about. So anyway,
I
Harley for
don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth next. the inhabitants of my mind don't tell me.
Harley sets up the 89. Adzi up for 176. Gonna need a ton or ton 40 here.
Not going to happen.
Or the ton does.
Ton does, but the 140.
Probably not enough to unsettle Harley Camp.
17.
24th
Ball.
bullseye has to go for it.
Oh, he's clipped the wire. Well, we know if Adam doesn't take this out, which way Harley's going.
Up for tops, though, to save the match. Oh, a little bit wayward.
Long way up again. 988. No, he's decided to go 1-12. And he's on 66.
And after the battles he had with 66 in the last leg, interesting choice. But
Very.
although, that's his in.
Well, he'll be happy with that. He's off the donut. He's off
Saved
the
his
donut.
pants.
He's got a leg on the board.
What I was going to say is, I know some players, maybe Harley's like this as well. They have a bit of a struggle with a double, and they want to just get that out of their head. They want to walk up and hit it bang, and get that little trouble out of their head. Maybe that was what Harley was trying to do. Didn't work. He didn't get that 66, but still leads 5-1, and.
Well, 99.9 times out of 100, if you're left 25, it's 988.
Yeah.
But there's always someone who wants to mess with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But whichever way you feel comfortable going, there's no problem going 1-12, unless you miss it and your opponent takes out the leg with the next throw.
The rate that you go these days, Brocky, I'd say that someone walks up for 170, you'll say, oh, we know what way he's going, and they'll go a different way.
Well, of course they will. They'll go bull first. Oh, well, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Wonderful thing about being in comms, you set yourself up for a big fall. And trust me, I fall often. I remember an interview Ian Jury did with London Weekend Television because he used to suffer from polio, so he had a withered left side. And what the commentator or the interviewer asked him, you fall over on stage that many times, do you practice a role? He said, no, when you fall over that often, you don't need to practice.
I don't know who any of those people are, but it's funny.
Ian Jury, rock god.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I love Ian Jury, my hero, particularly after that interview, because that was
could be
smart.
about to see the finish of this game.
Double 11.
Ooh, just outside. So Bainbridge a chance now on 130. Get another leg on the board and look, to be fair, he struggled. 60 for bullseye. Hits the 60.
It's in.
What's the dot?
105.
Oh!
Again, just below. Double 11.
And
Accomplished.
there it is. Harley Camp
Shot.
is
And the man.
into the semi-final.
That is such a good dart.
He will meet Jeremy Fagg, but not in the final, in the semi.
Well, of course, because Jezza switched over to the other side of the draw with his win last night to become the number 1 seed. So we're not going to have the three-peat.
No, but going to be interesting to see who does get that extra notch on the belt this weekend against each other. One win apiece, of course, between the two of them. But we are going to have a new combination in the finals no matter what. So James Bailey is 4-3 over Robbie King. Dave Platt is 4-3 over Billy Nutzer-Aiken. So maybe let's flip the camera around and keep an eye on some things going on. But maybe we'll get a quick interview during our break.
Yeah, for sure. Who would we like to see?
Look, just talking about Jezza, might be good to hear his recount of his experience in the Motor Super Series. So maybe let's check out Jezza.
No worries. We'll take a little break here and be back with you. Go get Jeremy Fagg in there and take it away, Mickey Brock.
Jeremy Fagg, Jezza, playing in the ADC tournaments, you're always there or thereabouts when it comes to the business end. Winner again last night, inaugural winner here in Geelong last year, but it's garnered you the opportunity to go over and play in the Motor Super Series where you were absolutely blitzing it. What was the experience you had going there? Because obviously this opportunity has been afforded in this past year tell us a bit more about the ins and outs of the Motor Super Series.
Yeah, look, I think I'd need to thank ADC Oceania for providing that experience and that opportunity. And the people showing up to these tournaments put you in good stead for that tournament in Modus as well, because the quality of the competition. For Modus, playing on that stage against someone, I had Robert Thornton in my group. Some of the names that you hear about all the time through the years of playing darts was good to be in the same room as them and playing against them. The atmosphere there was a bit different because you play on a stage with no crowd, but then when you walk on the stage, there's cameras there, the callers there, your opponent's there, so you sort of start to block everything out and focus on the game. And it was just the silence was a little bit different for the first game, but once you got used to that, then in the back of your mind, like I said, you got the cameras there, so you still were playing knowing that people were watching. But yeah, the experience was great. The venue was great. All the people behind the scenes were awesome. The callers were great. Even the players that I met over the 2 weeks, everyone was really nice. A lot of knowledge sharing going on, talking about past games, especially with Robert Thornton and Conan Whitehead and all them kind of players that you hear about. It's good to listen to them talk about games that they've had and their experiences.
Did they have a bit of technology there because of their accents that when they spoke, they had subtitles coming up underneath?
Yeah, for a couple of them, I had to slow them down, especially when they started to get excited because I couldn't understand them. I didn't know what they were talking about. But no, it was good. Yeah.
Well, we were watching you, and it's as if you're in like the floor tournaments here over this past weekend. You were so focused when you towed the hockey. You were there in the zone. You were absorbing everything. That experience has obviously helped because the way you've kicked on this year from where you were last year, and you weren't too foul last year, to be fair, but you seem to have gone up another level this year. Does that experience help do that?
Oh, most definitely. I think Q School was an amazing experience, even though I was a bit under the weather there. But then getting the opportunity to play Modus, and because I played Q School, I got to play the Challenge Tour a week before I went to Modus. So I had that a bit more game experience. And like you said, with Modus, playing all them players, the experience, you can't buy that experience. You just got to take it and run with it. And bother who I play against, because I believe it's more about what I do. If I do what I practice to do, then I should win. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. There's amazing players out there, and you can play your absolute best, and they might just have that one dart that changes the game. But yeah, look, I focus a lot on myself because of that reason. If I'm playing someone, I don't worry about who I'm playing. I can't control what they do. All I can do is play at my best and hopefully influence how they play. Other than that, it's all about what I do.
Yeah, well, darts is a very strange sport in that way that you are actually playing an opponent, but it's what you do. It's very individual, even though you're playing an opponent, because, as you said, you can't control what they're doing. You can only control what you're doing. So you've got to have your head in the right space, and that's the biggest weapon in a dart player's armory is what's between the ears. Because if that's not right, obviously the arm's not going to be right either. But when you're at the hockey, it seems to be a very steely glare at the board. You're right in the zone. Your action never changes. It's a beautiful fluent throw. That only comes with experience and practice. If you don't put the practice in, it's not going to work.
No, that's right. And no, I've been putting in practice for sure. And like I said last night, it's not been hours and hours and hours continuously on the board. It's been, steady practice, but quality practice, and it's showing in my game. My lacking game, could have been a 70 average, where now that's jumped 10 points. So my ordinary game is now 80 average. That makes a huge difference in a tournament when you've got players that can hit 90 or 100 averages on you. So to be able to respond whether you're on fire or not on fire is a good thing to keep you in the game. But you're right, the experience is what it comes down to, playing different people of all levels in different venues, especially in the UK. And when we went over to Modus, there was only me and Mal. There was no other support. When I played the Challenge Tour, it was all about me. I didn't have my wife there. Mal wasn't there, so it was all about what I did on the board. And, sometimes when you play a tournament, you make a quarterfinal and you lose, you go, well, maybe I did something wrong there. You start to analyse a bit. But I lost in the quarterfinal of the Challenge Tour leading into Modus, and I was sort of a little bit disappointed. But then when I sat on the bus heading to Modus, I thought, a quarterfinal out of 300 and something players, that's pretty good. And the practice I've been putting in is building that confidence, and that confidence is starting to come through into the game. So now I believe in myself that I can keep getting better and better if I just keep putting in the correct time and the correct procedures in my quality of practice.
And you would, carrying on from that, you would recommend the ADC Oceania Tour to players to get that opportunity themselves? Obviously, you want to be back there again.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you don't want to play in tournaments that gives you an easy road to a goal. You want to be able to test yourself constantly and every day that you play, and that's what ADC presents. Like you've got Robbie King, you've got Mal coming, Gigi's played on the Pro Tour. You want to play them players. You need to test yourself to make sure that your practice is working. Then when you go to Modus, you know that you've earned that spot, that you've got that spot there from what you've been playing. So, you need ADC to have these tournaments so that you can keep building yourself. Whether you win or you lose.
And
Have these tournaments so that you can keep building yourself.
sorry to cut you off there, ladies and gents, but I have to get Jezza up there to play.
Jezzy moves fast, Ben.
I know. Lightning. Absolute lightning.
Realise I moved my seat a bit too far away. But look, Jezza and Harley ready to kick off. Looks like Harley has... Jeremy's won the ball and had his first shot. Scoreboard just took a second. And there we go. Harley kicking off with a 45.
And the one thing we're not going to get today is the three-peat, because they're meeting in a semi-final, as we mentioned earlier. Jezza moved over to the other side of the draw, being top of the ratings, top of the rankings. So a semi-final between these two is going to be just as exciting. Absolutely just as exciting.
If I thought of the phrase three-peat, I would use it as many times as I could. Very applicable. G'day to Ashley Jenkins, join us on the stream. Deb Quinn jumped in for another look. Says, yeah, Harley. And good to have you all along wherever you're watching from. Don't be afraid to jump in the comments. If you want me to do a shout-out, put it in there, we'll do it. And Harley finds that lipstick with reckless abandon, big 140 there to keep things honest.
Just at the right time as well.
These two guys met in Friday's final, Saturday's final, and now Sunday's semi-final.
Yeah, you can talk about consistency. It doesn't get much better than that. One of them will appear in their third final in 3 tournaments over the weekend. That's an amazing achievement.
Well, you think about it, if you win 2 finals and come runner-up in one, you bring home $2.5 grand. And I don't know about you blokes, that's a lot of beer.
Can't be sniffed at, can it? But Jezza beating Harley Kemp last night with just a tick over 102 average. His game has really kicked on, and great to see Harley Kemp coming back into the fold and really doing well as well, of course.
Absolutely, and big max
Double
there
dead.
for Harley to set up the 8.
Oh.
Jezza misses the easy 60.
It looked like it was in that second dart, was just underneath the top wire, and Harley Kemp's make no mistake with a double 4.
16 dart, open up.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with a 16 dart leg. I've never had one. 16 darts and I'm out of I'm into the 300s. But we know the fighting qualities of Jezza. Nothing phases him now. He's gained so much experience. Obviously, going over, as you were hearing earlier, to the Motor Super Series and the qualifying school and everything else has really helped him, and doing that quality practice, not necessarily the amount of hours of practice, but quality practice. It's the opportunities are there. Absolutely, opportunities are there for all the players, but you've got to get along to these events.
Yeah, for sure. It's wealth of opportunity. And as you said, you've got to get there, you've got to get in, you've got to play the tough players. And up your game, and that's what Harley Kemp has been doing in his resurgence, I suppose you could say, after his little bit of a metro retirement.
It's a reinvention of Harley Kemp, and absolutely thankful that it has transpired. But for all the little interviews we did earlier today, the full interviews will be up on the Duststream Live site. So if you do enjoy it, don't forget, hit the like button, but especially smash the share button.
Yeah, absolutely. The 143 for Jez, I'm not going to go here. 88, Harley Kemp.
I'm going to call it triple. Oh, no, he'll probably go for 60, which he did. Or did he? Will he?
It's 96 on the board.
Scoring. Oh, a little bit.
96 scored.
No, there was a score correction for Harley Kemp. Changed to 94. So,
well,
only
54
one.
tops.
He's hit the 72.
Double 11.
He's going his own way. But it's obviously what he feels comfortable with.
Yeah, whatever works. Well, it didn't quite work in that scenario. But
if it goes in, it goes in. You don't care. You get the tick.
Look,
47.
not bad thinking. 94 left. He's gone 54 for tops. He's hit a single 18, but he's left himself a beautiful line on the treble 18 and just thought, well, I need a big treble. Why not take that one? Leaves me a double somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that was something that Jezza wasn't thinking about. He went for the big 7 to leave tops, hit the 21, left himself double 13.
Harley Kemp's just done a Mal Cumming, gone to walk on the double that wasn't in.
But he's cleaned it up. He has cleaned it up. So a break, a throw, and a hold. Just to come back.
And look, after our brilliant quarterfinal lineup, where, as we were saying earlier, Jeremy Fagg got over Carl Caton 6-1. We saw Harley Kemp get over Adam Bainbridge 6-1. The second semi-final teed up is now James Bailey, who beat Robbie King 6 legs to 3, up against Dave Platt, who beat Bill Aitken 6-4. So the winner of this semi-final goes on to play the winner of James Bailey, Dave Platt. So going to be a brilliant second semi-final to follow on from our first semi-final.
How can we contain our excitement?
And
there
big
is
g'day.
so much fantastic darts to come.
Big g'day to Fred in the Facebook viewing audience there. Elfrida Fagg is Jez's better half. She says, g'day Mickey and Declan. Hugs from Robin, Jez's mum in brackets, and I. No hugs for me. Fair enough. Whatever.
You're too far away, Ben. Geelong's all right. They can reach from there, but Perth's a bit too far.
Oh, they're not trusting me with their nanas, that's all.
No, well, I'm very fortunate to be with the pin-up boy of the poster boy of DSL sitting next to me in comms. But this is great darts. Great darts.
Mm-hmm.
Can Harley force a second break?
Looks like he's squished in a triple 20 there on that last one. He did. Sets up the 106. First on a finish, but Jezza, with that dart, he's sure to set up a nice one from here.
Yeah, I'm sure Harley will go for a bull start on the 106, followed by a triple something or other.
Jezza really wanted that last triple 20. Didn't happen. The 60's good
in.
There. Tops now
Got
for
the
Harley
6.
Kemp. And he's just dragged it low.
155. What a finish this would be. Well, the first one's in. Only one way you can go. Needed a treble to leave the double. Oh, but a good pick up again. But will he get back to the hockey? Harley, double 10. No, is the answer. 3-0. And the walk. So a double break, Harley Kemp, in the first 3 legs. But we know Jezza. He's not going to be panicking. He's not going to be stressing. We know he's more than capable of coming back in this.
Picks up the triple there on the second and the third. Jeremy Fagg. Brilliant start jumping on the poor visit there for Harley.
Yeah, good last out.
Yeah, indeed.
Triple 19. 19s are your friends sometimes.
Jeremy. In again.
Yeah, good ton. First start was asking for another to join it. Unfortunately didn't. A good response from Harley Kemp here, who did find the second triple 20. So Tom 40, puts himself 70 ahead. Jezza shuffling across the hockey. 60. Another steady turn from Harley. Jezza needs a couple of triples here, you feel? And that might be awkward. Shuffles across. Finds the lipstick. Batters the lipstick. 76 left. Harley, 106. In the trip. He tried this last time.
Tops.
And he's dragged it low again. So Jezza coming back. 76.
Single 20, single 16. Goes for tops. Bang.
Yeah, classy finish. Textbook. I could have called that one, but I wasn't game.
Nice close up there, Declan. Love it.
Thank you.
So Jezza gets one break back. Walking this leg.
Oh, he's flicked down the bottom. Bad time for a close-up.
The wonders of technology.
Yeah. I'm doing a Mickey Brock.
Yeah, you can't second guess a player, mate.
Oh, but
there
that's
we
a
go.
good
Top of the shot. That'll come in handy for Harley.
Is Jezza going to follow him in? No.
Again, we say steady turn. That's your bread and butter shot.
Live averages. Harley Kemp sitting on 95.5, 89.1 for Jeremy Fagg.
Jezza more than capable, but he does need another one of those. Just a ton again. No, it was the 140. Sneaky little dart.
Oh, and two in the one leg.
Oh, there you
For
go.
the Wonder Boy.
We talk about these two being the form players of the tournament over this weekend. You see why. Yeah, good thinking there from Jezza. Leaves himself at the ton. No, he didn't. Oh, there you go. They're all messing me about today. I think it's a clean up.
No. Leaves 10. 75 now for Jeremy.
I'm not going to say it's going 25 bull. I'm not going to say it.
The 73. There's the
Good
57.
pick up.
Over for double 8.
Oh, just inside. Harley Kemp, if he doesn't take this one out on these three darts, it'll be clean up aisle 3. And he's not, he's inside.
Wow. Double 4. For Jezza.
Needs to pounce, needs to jump on this. And does. Beautiful arm extension, beautiful shot. No hint of any stress or pressure. Beautifully thrown. Oh, good darts there from Harley leading off this 6th leg. Of course, he does need another break. If he doesn't get the break, Harley wins. It's like a machine at the moment. 3-figure scores rattling in. That's better from Jezza. And that is even better again. Only 60, so door slightly ajar. And young Mr. Fagg is jumping through it with a top of the shot 180 of his own.
Brilliant dart. Sets up the 124 after just 9 darts. Harley 140 to set up 67 after 12.
These guys are not mucking about.
20.
54 bull.
Well,
Oh, there's the 4. Unfortunately,
well, there's
Jezza.
24. He just needs the 1. But 44 leaves himself 80. 67 for the Wonder Boy. Up for tops. Oh, and he's
Again,
pulled
he's
it.
dragged.
Oh,
He's
we've
dragged
seen
it
him.
again.
We've seen that repeatedly from Harley Kemp, that last up for the double, getting dragged low.
I think part of it is the reason that he's rushing the shot. He's not steadying himself, so he's still actually in motion when he's letting the dart go.
Oh, and that just goes high thanks to the Declan cam. We got to see every point. Double 10 now, Harley Kemp. Outside just.
Get it further away.
Oh, and they all hugged that wire.
Jezza, can he get the break back? Great marker. Work your way down. Oh, that could be awkward. That's obscuring half of
Oh,
Wow.
it. See, the second dart was a problem dart there. So Harley, back with an opportunity he probably thought he wasn't going to get, but he does take it. 4-2 Harley Kemp. Jezza to throw. Yeah, good darts. Lead off with a 140. But Harley, been around the traps long enough. He knows he's only got to hold his own throw. And he's through to another final. All the pressure should, by rights, be on Jeremy Fagg. But if it is, he's not showing it. It's the one thing I do like about Jezza's game at the moment. The way he's really lifted. Taking nothing away from Harley Kemp either. When he's in this form, you've got to raise your game. And here we go again. Oh, took a snick off the barrel. Slid into 555. But he halved the score.
and g'day to Sue Carpenter, Andrew Nelson, and Donna Rundle. They've all jumped in the comments there. G'day, guys. Good to have you along on Dartstream Live. Checking out the action live from Geelong Darts Club. Harley Kemp wants to crack 135. Not going to happen, but he's bashed that down and left it pretty. 74 Jezza, 146 to rip.
Not going. Just all of a sudden, the trips are starting to desert Jezza when he needs them most.
For tops.
Harley again. That can be awkward. It's obstructing. It was. So he's back on double 10. Jezza 48. Will he go 8 tops? Will he go 16 double 16? And that's the route he has opted for. Just outside. Can he working off it? No. No. So Harley comes back for double 10 again and another break. And takes it. I'm going to say to these two at the moment, you miss, I hit. You ain't getting any second chances, generally speaking.
Tyler Fitch in the comments says, let's go, Matrix Kemp. All those out there checking out the Facebook will know what that one's all about.
Oh, unlucky. Bounce out 180. 120 in and 60 on the floor. Not the best of responses from Harley. Of course, he only needs one more leg. Jezza cannot afford to drop any more. Yeah, 93, not too foul.
Averages have levelled out. Harley Kemp 89.3, 86.9 for Jezza.
Must find a triple. Doesn't. So that is opening the door for Jezza, who again is back to needing 2 breaks to go through to his 3rd final of the weekend. Whichever player is knocked out in this semi-final, you've got to take your hats off and say what a wonderful performance we've seen from them these 3 ADC Oceania tournaments. Outstanding, absolutely outstanding. By far the 2 best performers over the course of these 3 days.
Yeah, absolutely. 130 set up here for Jeremy Fagg. There's the 60, 20 for bullseye, or, sorry, yes, it is 20 for bullseye.
Oh, thank you very much. I think he's only gone and snuck it in.
Wow, what a finish.
But that's what Jezza's got in his locker now. It's
Absolutely.
fantastic. The first of the 2 legs he needed. Obviously, he's got to hold now. Needs to lead off strongly. Not as strong as he would have liked. Jezza's good lady will be justly proud of Jezza for this weekend, and quite rightly so, as I'm sure Harley's family and friends are as well, of course.
He moved over, but he still flicked over to the 18s anyway.
There's no mind games going on up there. They both know what they're capable of. Treble's just deserting Jezza at the moment. You can't find them with that 1st or 2nd dart. Harley just doing enough to keep in there or thereabouts. Could be a case Jezza's starting to feel the pressure. He's just over trying.
Oh, this is good.
Setting it high. Yeah.
Smacks in 140, leaves 102. Jeremy Fagg wants 2 big trebles here. First one's good.
First.
Oh, second
There's
one
the
is
second.
even better.
Oh, just when you need it.
Brilliant dart.
Hey, it's just class. It's pure class.
The triple one there from Harley.
Leaves himself doubled at 19, no?
No. 99, he had a triple one. He couldn't do anything. Stars are aligning for Jezza, double 10. And there it is, 5-4.
Well, that's the hold. Now he knows he's got to break. Harley knows if he holds, he's through. This is when the pressure kicks in.
In fact, this is not the final. China in the comments there said, wow, thought this was the final the way they're playing. It is a repeat of the final last night and the final the night before, but it is in fact the semi-final. The winner of this goes through to play the winner of James Bailey and Dave Platt. We will be streaming the other semi-final post this game, and the final, of course, following that.
Yeah, good dart set from Harley Kemp, but no, this is merely a semi-final. What does that tell you? How good is this?
And we haven't seen James Bailey or Dave Platt on the stream this weekend, so going to be great to have those two. Dave Platt, of course, travelled all the way over from Western Australia. James Bailey from Queensland. That looks like it could be a 180.
140.
140 there.
Yeah, Harley's taking command of this leg.
Oh, that's a 140 as well. Very nearly everything but back-to-back 140s. And I'll tell you what, the standard of these darts is sensational.
He's got the Bradman. Leave himself 92. Jez are in with the first. Just above with the second. Yeah, ton. Just lets Ali know he's on his shoulder.
60
32.
for 32. Ooh, just outside. Oh,
Again. Couldn't work his way in off.
123 for Big Jez. 57, 16 for the bullseye.
To save the game.
16 is good.
Oh. I think he's gone fortuitous. It's left himself 48.
Harley Kemp match darts.
There you go. There you go. Fantastic effort from Jeremy Fagg all weekend. 2 finals, 1 semi-final. Harley Kemp, 3 finals. Fantastic consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, really good fight back there from Jeremy for those couple of legs, but just couldn't quite get there. And Harley is into the final. So, look, let's take a quick break while we get James Bailey and Dave Platt set up. Don't know, we might be able to squeeze in a quick interview there, Benno. What if we have a chat to Robbie King about his time over in the Motor Super Series before we get our second semi-final underway?
No worries, just do the amazing disappearing act, swap the player, boom.
Robbie King, we're obviously here to talk about the experiences of playing in the Motor Super Series. You played in the World Championships over at the Ali Pali, the biggest stage in world darts. But I want to focus on the experience of playing Modus and how different that is.
Yeah. It's just it's a good opportunity for the players coming up. Obviously, with our tour cards, you get the experience of playing on that stage, and it's a bit different. There's no crowd unless you make the finals, but yeah, overall it's just a really good opportunity if you're trying to make your way up in the darts world.
Now, Glenn Durrant, when he was in comms for your matches, he was giving you some big reps, to be fair, and said you were that eager that even if you'd have won the week, you didn't have to play on the Saturday, but you said, can I play the Saturday anyway? I mean, can we have a bit more on that side of things?
Oh, I just love playing darts. I love competing, and yeah, I just want to play my best and get every chance I can.
Now, it was very unfortunate last year. I mean, you did top the order of merit, but you were not in Geelong through, unfortunately, some ill health. So you missed out on 3 tournaments, but still made that top slot. A fantastic achievement, particularly when you look at the field that are turning up to ADC Oceania tournaments. It's the best of the best. There's no gimmies. You don't win a match. You actually have to beat.
The quality, even this weekend the numbers aren't high, but the quality is there, and there's no easy games. So that's just the way it is. You got to earn your spot, and I didn't top it last year. I think I finished second to Mal.
It's close enough.
So close enough, but I really enjoy these tournaments, and the way they run and the competition, the quality, everything's just there.
And again, for players that have maybe looked on the outside and thought, should I, shouldn't I? I asked this question of all of you. You would recommend ACD Oceania tournaments for them to come along and test themselves, see where their game's at, and hopefully, as you will be hoping to go back, obviously, on a Motor Super Series. The prize money is very good if you make it all the way through. Ray Smith, of course, winning it all, £20,000. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits. Yeah. But for players that have not played it yet, to come along and test themselves?
Yeah, I think if you want to take that extra step and you want to make it as a dart player, the ADC through the Oceania and qualifying for the Modus is definitely it's a great learning experience, and just working your way up to be at that next level. I think if you're thinking about doing it, everyone should give it a go.
And again, luckily being part of Team Misfits, got a bit of sponsorship behind you, so representing not just yourself but your team as well. Yep. That's a big thing, and more TV exposure. Yeah,
definitely, it's huge. Without Greg, I wouldn't be where I am today, doing what I'm able to do. So, everything goes back to him, and he gets me to where I need to be.
Now, I have to ask you, we're into day 3 here in Geelong at the wonderful iconic Geelong Dart Club. you've not made a final yet. Is that
Yeah.
is that rankling a little bit?
No, it's like Friday night. I had a good game against Harley, and he was just on that night. He's been playing well all weekend, and then Carl beat me yesterday. As I said, there's no easy games. So when you make finals and you want to get to finals, you have to perform, and it's just one of those things.
So do we put the rider out there? Watch this space for
Watch
for this
space.
afternoon.
I'm coming today. I'm coming.
All the best, bud.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Thanks, boys.
Cheers, Rob. Wait, all right, I'm out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with ADC Oceania present live coverage of events 4,
And let's
5,
flick over to Mickey Brock, Ian Dargan.
Oceania Tour.
G'day, gents.
Yeah, Ben. Great to be here as always. We're about to have two players we've not seen on the stream at all this weekend so far. Davey Platt and, of course, James the Bull Bailey, with none other than Nutzer, Billy Aiken, to be the marker for this one. Joined this time by Ian Dargan, a mover and shaker for Team Rebel, and, of course, ADC Oceania as the poster boy. Declan from DSL has a little rest. Hello, Dogs.
Hey, Brocky, how are you? Good to be joining you again, as always, in the commentary booth. Looking forward to this one. Another good game in hand here.
Well, it is. I mean, you look at the way James Bailey throws, a very cool, very smooth left-hander. Davey Platt, of course, he used to be on the PDC scene over in the UK before emigrating here. Very much a rhythm style of player. Beautiful arm extension. It should be some fireworks in this one.
Yeah, this is very interesting matchup. James is very deliberate style, very measured style.
Yep.
Platty's very free-flowing, and as you said, Platty has a lot of history in the game, a lot of success, a prolific winner, so as is James. So this really should be a great matchup.
Really will. And, of course, for the first time this weekend, we have a new finalist coming out of this match. Harley Kemp. What can you say about Harley Kemp? 3 finals. Jezza, 2 finals and a semi, the 2 most consistent players on the tour this weekend. Sensational darts in the pair, and they've got to be justly proud of themselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and like massive effort from both guys, and averages have been high all the way through, which is it's professional standard. Let's face it, Brocky.
It is. I mean, we've said it before, time and time again. If this was the likes of Price and Van Gerwen or Rob Cross or Snakebite Wright playing these matches and they're winning with the averages that they've got, it'd be big news going around the world. But because we're in the little colonial outpost of Australia, it tends to go a wee bit unnoticed, which I think is a bit unfair.
Yeah, well, I suppose the way to look at it is if they keep doing this and we're showing this consistently, it certainly will be noticed.
It needs to be. And we can heap praise on and laud ADC Oceania, but it was a case of listening to what the players wanted, providing the tournaments. They voted with their feet. You got the cream of the crop here from Australian darts. On occasion, some of the Kiwi boys come over as well. It's just brilliant for darts. It gives another avenue.
Yeah, fantastic. And like you said, players supporting it. The country's very best are here. I think it's fantastic. Anyway, we're really proud of how it's all going, and let's make it bigger and bigger.
You can just see there that Davey Platt and James Bailey are still warming up. There was a handshake, so you would assume that they're going for bull.
Bull for the bull.
Bull for bull.
He's outside.
And, of course, it's obscured by the first out. Nutzer steps in to adjudicate. You don't mess with Nutzer. Billy Aitken, what a doyen of Australian darts over so many years. Great to see him progress deep into the tournament today. Great to have him on stream, actually.
Still playing at a really high level, Billy. It's great to see it. It really is.
Whatever Billy does, he does it strong. No two ways about it. He's a great character. I just had a chat with him earlier. Was trying to get a couple of stories out of him, but unfortunately, that most of them are unrepeatable. So I couldn't drag one out of him. But a fantastic guy.
And David Platt wins the bullseye. David Platt wins the bullseye to start first, and it is game on, ladies and gentlemen.
Eyes down and looking. Strap yourselves in. Here come the fireworks. Maybe not so much with that first 3 darts. Jimbo will want to jump on this. Only 44 from Platty. James, of course, does play a lot of soft tip as well.
Another prolific winner, James Bailey.
Yes.
On every tour, really, like you said, soft tip, a couple of trips to the World Championships, World Series. Very recognizable guy.
Went through Q school. Unfortunately, didn't gain his card, but then did get stuck over there because of COVID, unfortunately. And then Q school got put back for about 6 weeks. So it was quite an expensive trip for James Bailey when he was over in the UK for that one. But great to see that a player of his standing still wants to give it a red hot go.
And James was stuck over there with Ben Robb, which not the worst person in the world to be stuck on internationally. Hopai, sorry. And they stayed at Danny Kilbane's for a fair bit of that, I think, wasn't it, Declan?
Yeah. Look, not a bad roommate, but an expensive food bill between the pair of them.
All hopes is pretty good on the tooth. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, as you see, old boy, 83.
Not as you'd tell with their wonderful athletic physiques. James starting to find the range.
96.
The second out was good. 96 scored.
And
still neck and neck after 12.
Just want another shout out for everybody that's checking us out on Facebook there. Paul Cotton's jumped in, and Tiffany Phillips says, Gracie says hi, Daddy. Whoever Daddy Phillips is, g'day to you.
That is Robbie King. Tiffany Phillips is Robbie King's other half.
Yeah. I always say they are the king and queen, the pin-up poster girls and boys of Queensland darts. And now they've got Bubs along as well. Absolutely fantastic.
And shout out to Scott McCready, Deb Quinn, and Judy Taylor, all joining us on the stream.
Of course, big good day to Paul Cotton up there in New South Wales. Another terrific player we don't see enough of.
We will be visiting New South Wales next month, Rocky. Maybe Paul Cotton might pay us a visit.
I do hope so. Because if New South Wales have been crying out for the opportunity, they've now got it. If they don't support it, they lose it. End of. And quite rightly so. But this opening leg,
102 out there for 102 out there for Dave Platt. Picks that up with a interesting. Well, look, he failed to hit a treble 20, but he fixed that up nicely and pinned that 32, the bullseye 32 at the end. It's a nice finish to get the first leg on the board in what was probably a scrappy start to this game, this semi-final for a big game.
Very, very much so. It was a game that didn't catch a light until those last 3 darts. But these two do know each other's game inside out, as most of the players do on this circuit. So it's probably a little bit of caginess, a little bit of, I won't say apprehension, but there will be tension. This is better from Jimbo.
140.
Much more deliberate, relaxed throw from James. But it's got a lovely action. There's not a lot that can go wrong with that.
Tried and tested as a pro all those years ago, and like we said, a prolific winner.
For anybody that does know their football, David Platt is Aston Villa's second most famous David Platt. The other one, of course, was captain of Villa, captain of England, before he came to the wonderful, glorious Gunners.
And shout out to Danny Porter, all the way from South Australia, checking out the stream. And a guy
Another fine player.
Absolutely.
Great to see the players that, unfortunately, that can't be here are tuning in to watch. They're still giving their support, which is always fantastic. The more the merrier.
Yeah, massive 140 there. Now, James has really started to find his line and his length all at the right time.
Now, it might have sparked Platy into a bit of action. Remains to be seen. 106 for Bailey. Still on. Needs a trip.
54 is in. For 32.
Boom.
106 finish. Following a 102 finish. Is that going to be the standard?
And a neat little 12 darter, bro.
Oh, this is... It's just getting sillier and sillier.
85.
Right, let's call it here and now. If you haven't left yourself 3 figures to check out, it don't count. What a treat. What an absolute 100. Treat. Yep, the old steady tongue kickoff. That's awkward. But he's found the gap.
85.
And clipped off the barrel. Only 85. James then sliding into the 555. Yeah, good come down. 57 pick up with that last dart. Just keeps his nose in front.
I don't know about you blokes, but I feel really honoured to have 3 top Australian darting legends here on the stream. James Bailey and Dave Platt throwing, and Nutzer Aiken, one of the stalwarts of the game there, calling.
Look, we are very, very privileged to be in the position that we are.
Oh,
what a shot.
James picks up a massive, massive hit. 3 big trebles, leave 132 after 9. And he's certainly found something. His average has jumped up to 92, James Bailey. 132. He's probably going to go bullseye first dart. The bull, he does. 57 for bull.
Not going to go. But a good setup. All the same. It's all on Platty here. He's got to go 2 trip 20s. Got to. No, he's going to go the other way. I personally, I don't like the choice there, but it's not me playing.
Oh, shanked that into the 15. 555.
Tops.
Fix up and drops it low.
Please let Platty in.
Platty in to attempt to hold throw.
18 tops, you would imagine. Oh, nearly at double 18. But he has cleaned it up. So it's going leg for leg with the walk so far. 2-1 David Platt over James Bailey at the moment. Plenty more action to come in this one.
95.
Off with a 95.
Money back in the lipstick.
100.
Cannot find a second one in there though. It was a solo triple. Had no mates. This is better from James. Just under.
99.
Oh, he's gone down the 19th and fooled us all.
Yeah, did the Bradman. 99. With the lie of the darts, I'm probably a bit afraid that he would have bumped one out if he'd attempted. So clever thinking, but a good 140 from Platt.
These two have certainly started to find their range now.
If they both spark up and play their A game, this is an absolute belter.
61.
Andrew Fletcher jumps in the comments. G'day, mate. Good to see you. Long time no see. All the way from the UK, checking it out. Knows James Bailey personally, and he'll be anxious to see this one. I think he might know David Platt as well. Knows a lot of dart players.
9.
Yeah, but only important ones, which is every single one of them.
Well, his old man is a former 9-dart hitter, I think. He's a good player of the game, very well respected amongst the top players around the world.
Anybody that can throw a dart to a decent standard is an absolute hero in my eyes.
140.
David Platt making a big dent with a 140, leaving himself 52. Bailey cannot shoot out on 188. And Platt steady himself and take the break. I'm looking asked out there.
3.
And I'm
Going
pretty
clipping
sure
up the barrel.
our cameraman knows exactly where every one of James Bailey's darts is headed before they go. Probably before he
12
walks up
tops.
the ocky.
Game shot.
And clean as a whistle.
And our first break.
Yep, first break, 3-1, and it will be Platt with the walk in this one, so a great opportunity to go 4-1 up. But don't count out James Bailey. We know how dogged a player he can be, and he's a Queenslander, and they're always full of fight. Big respect.
93.
Yeah, 93 there. It's the right length. It's moved over nicely.
83.
Unlucky. Only 10 points in it. Yeah, good pick up last start, David Platt.
I think that's a 98 by the looks of it.
98.
Looks that way. It's a good job you can count, because apparently I can't.
97.
Yeah, again, good pick up last start. That's the importance of that last start. Sometimes players get the irrits and just throw it anywhere. Every single dart counts.
Yeah, you won't see much of that with these two, Rocky, two of the most experienced guys in Australian darts.
Absolutely. But you can bet your bottom dollar, whoever loses this particular semi-final, they'll turn around and say, wasn't me best. Platt, big fish. Can he take it out? No. Fair enough. Wishful thinking, no doubt.
45.
I think that's only a 45.
Open the door for James here.
Yeah, we can sneak in a couple of cheeky trebles. No, but he can still make a dent in it.
97.
And he has. Keeping Platt honest here.
This, what?
That would
Is
have been
that
cheeky.
I think it's 2 lipsticks. I think it's 117 on the board to leave 8. Great darts.
That was cheeky.
James
And it's ball for ball. Oh, just to the left. Just slightly under. Platt back for double 4 to open up a 4-1 lead. He's inside. He's inside.
Game shot.
Oh, he cleans up double 1.
Massive hit there. David Platt takes that one out, and another guy that's had a massive impact on darts in Australia in this last year. Darren Pennell's just jumped in the comments there. G'day, Darren. Congratulations on all your success over there at the DPA, and good to have you on board checking out the stream.
Yes, unfortunately did play last weekend, so couldn't be here in Geelong, but we are expecting to see Darren turn up, perhaps Sydney. but certainly at Pine Rivers in December.
Yeah, Darren has reached out a couple of times this week, even as late as yesterday, congratulating the tournament and the stream, and certainly has indicated he will attend future events, which is fantastic for us.
I think it'll be fantastic for Darren as well. Just quietly, because the standard and quality of players that are turning up to these events, he won't find that elsewhere in Australia, and that's not to denigrate any sporting organisation outside of ADC Oceania. It's just that the best of the best are here, and that will really help the players kick on.
140.
Yeah, James leaving himself 161. Obviously coming back for a go at it. More than capable of taking it out. Seen him do it many times before. Yeah, good recovery there from Platty. But again, he's left himself a bogey number.
65.
I like that shot. Leave himself a 2-darter.
Yeah, and it is one of the more preferred 2-darters. Not too much chasing around the board.
88.
But he putting a little bit of pressure on. Just under. In. Leaves himself 16.
80 scored.
And I think he is just outside.
That's
So
back
Platt.
to 80.
Which way will he go? More conventional route.
For tops. Ooh.
But classy first 2 darts, keeping it away from the treble. High in the board, but away from the treble, say the double, say left it wide open.
8 scored.
Oh, he snatched James. I thought he snatched that last one. So Platt tops to go 5-1 up and put him on the hill.
Game shot.
Takes it out clean to us.
Very, very efficient on tops, Platty.
Isn't he just?
Typo there from Nuts Up. He's going to have to fix that up. Well, he's reached around looking for someone to save him.
And of course, who else? The Bull. One of the nicest guys on the circuit. Always ready to jump in and help out. And the fabled Eskimo Quinn, another member of the DSL crew.
He just loves being on stream. He was always going to get himself up there.
Oh, he does like a bit of TV
You
work.
know it. You know it.
But 5-1, Platt on the hill with the throw.
This looks handy.
95.
Well, it's all or nothing now for James Bailey. Either he'll over try, or the pressure's off, and he'll start really clicking.
60.
I have to say, James has played pretty solid here. He hasn't played badly. I think Platty just hit the doubles at the right times.
Yeah. Well, probably the viewers are sick of hearing me say, you miss, I hit. But that's the standard. There's generally not much more than a dart in the legs.
There's only 3 points separating the average. James Bailey on 85, 88 for Dave Platt.
Yes, look, you're in the mid-high 80s. That is a good standard of darts.
140.
Ton 40 there from Platty, so that's not going to hurt his averages at all.
James back in the 60.
Oh, unlucky. Bounce. Just took the snick off the barrel.
95.
And the first out was begging for a second to join it. In again.
149.
Yes, it was either a case of the screen had frozen, or he switched where he was throwing. Cheeky little monkey.
149 from Platt to leave 32, Brocky. How good is that?
Yeah, after 12. A double after 12.
And for the game.
And James Bailey has not thrown badly, but he has left himself a bogey, even if he does come back. But no, Platty in again, clean shot 32.
And the match. That is such a good dart.
It is on the finishing, no shadow of a doubt. 6-1 seems like a rout, but James Bailey played exceptionally well in that game. He just didn't get the breaks, but that's the way it goes. So it will be a David Platt Harley Kemp final, and that will be coming up very shortly.
Look, I might get you to do a quick interview with Mel Cumming while we're waiting for that final to come up. Mickey Brock, we'll be back with you soon, Dart fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live
Joined now by Mel Cumming.
and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023.
Joined now by Mel Cumming, back at the iconic Geelong Dart Club for ADC Oceania tournaments again. Last year, of course, you were one of the, I won't say lucky recipients because you had to earn the right, but you did play in the Modus Super Series.
Yeah, no, I was lucky enough to get across to Modus. Yeah, it wasn't for the ADC coming across and setting all this up for us, would be, as players, would be struggling to get across. But yeah, finishing number one was a bit of an honour amongst this crowd. It's a crazy room we got out here with the players. It's astounding. But yeah, no, Modus was fantastic. Loved every bit of it.
Give us a bit of insight, because obviously we see you on TV, we see you on live streams, we've seen you at various tournaments around the world on the TV, but Modus has really kicked on, and it's now created another avenue for players. With the introduction of ADC Oceania, ADC Europe, etc., more players that perhaps the world has not heard of are getting that opportunity to play, and there are big opportunities then for the players themselves. There's a possibility of getting through to the final series, £20,000 to the winner, not to be sniffed at, good money. There's also the opportunity that you can possibly get a tour card out of it. So there's many more avenues now, particularly stuck here in Australia or in the oceanic region. It's very difficult for you guys to get that exposure, but this is helping. Give us your experiences of how it all goes on at Modus.
Yeah, no, you're correct. It is tough for us to get across to Modus or even to the UK to play. The avenues are very limited, but Modus has opened up for us now, so it's only we get 2 or 3 spots a year type thing. But the Modus is how do you put it? It's different. It's a good different. It's you basically got your stage, your opponent, your caller, and then it's dead quiet until you get the finals that day, and then you got a bit of a crowd in there. But yeah, no, it's a great feeling. Just to play, as you say, players that don't normally get on stage, don't get that exposure. It is a different thing.
And you come up against players that you've probably not even heard of, which is great, but it is a very tough tournament when you're involved in it.
100%, because you just don't know who you're going to get. You don't know. You haven't seen some of them. I was lucky. I had Danny Lauby, Wesley Harms, who I knew both of them. But the other players, the English players, the local players, and you never heard or seen of them before. So you had to play with your best game. Unfortunately, every time I played these guys, they stepped up another notch and played better. You watch their second game, it's like, why didn't you do that against me? But yeah, well, that's what it is. That's the game of darts, you know. Yeah. I'm an unknown to them as well, so they don't know what to expect.
But the name of the bull is getting out there, obviously, around the world.
It is slowly, yes.
So for the opportunities that ADC Oceania have afforded players, it is a very positive step forward for darts, particularly in Australia.
Oh, 100% it is. Yeah, it's crazy. It's but we've got Darts Australia, ADC, DPA, but this is the next level, I believe. I think once this ADC really takes off here in Australia, it will be the premier event, and that's what we want as players. We want to play the best of the best, and we have the best of the best in this room, mining a couple that have gone to play in
Denmark or have got broken arms, Bailey Marsh, amongst other things. But it's also great for the players as well, because your sponsors actually do get a little bit more exposure as well when you're on the live streams.
100%. And, we have limited exposure. The DSL now jumping on board, it does help us put our sponsors' names out there. I'm lucky enough to have 3 or 4 good sponsors, Condor, Loxley, and Team Rebel. But, to get their names out helps us a little bit. So it's really good.
Well, again, it's massive ups to all the guys at DSL doing a fantastic job, particularly with the actual streaming of games. It's second on the clarity of the picture. I won't say the quality of the call, but definitely the clarity of the picture and the professional way that they've gone about it. Great to get your insight into the Motor Super Series, and you would thoroughly recommend it for all the players out there?
Oh, 100%. Give it a crack. I'd love to get across there again, have another go. Now I've done it once. I know what it is, how it runs. Then I can put my best foot forward and go again.
All the best for the rest of the day and the rest of the tournaments, mate.
Thank you. Good luck, guys. You need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts.
Joined again by Doug's in the comms box for this final. Harley Kemp making his 3rd final of the weekend. There was only 3 tournaments, not doing too badly. Obviously, Jezza, he's made 2 finals in the semi, and he's playing West Australia's Davey Platt, the first West Australian to make it through to a final since Bailey Marsh, if memory serves me correctly, in Pine Rivers earlier this year.
That's exactly right. And Platt does a lot of all of our legwork in WA for ACD, Oceania, and
OCD.
Yeah, just like that. And you mentioned Harley, 3 finals in 3 days is pretty special.
Well, how consistent has Harley Kemp and Jeremy Fagg been this weekend? By far the best performance, purely by the fact one's in his 3rd final, one was in 2 finals and a semi. You cannot take away from the fact they have been the 2 best performed players this weekend.
Absolutely. Super consistent, highest scorers. Friday night alone, Harley had 22 180s, which is quite phenomenal, really.
Oh, ridiculous figures, but should, and I do use that word quite strongly, should Davey Platt beat Harley Kemp, who in this form, that's not going to be an easy task. He would be the first West Australian to actually lift an ADC Oceania title since Tim Pusey in Perth last year.
Exactly right.
And just let you know, the game is underway, gents. Harley Kemp led off.
And he's looking like he's in the zone right from his first 6 darts. Platty needs to not just match it, but to surpass that.
And at the risk of sounding pretty gay, babyface Davey Platt's complexion has not aged one bit in the last 10 years, 15 years. He's just he's still got his baby face.
Yeah, look, he's looking fantastic for a 68-year-old. No two ways about that. Can't question it. Whichever fountain of youth he's been supping at, can we all have some, please?
He does take care of himself plenty. Reasonably fit. Yeah, which obviously gives him longer stamina when it comes to the business end of tournaments.
Yep, and I can honestly say, oh, look at that, ton 80 on cue. Well done, son, well done. But he does make a lovely curry as well. Just quietly. Oh, he left himself 52. Platty on 90. Would be a break of throw. Oh, he's not happy with himself. He's dragged it. I think he's in the 222. He would have left himself double 10, but not now. I'll give you a hint, Platty. You need an odd number. You've got one, 13. Give himself double 12. You've got a fancy Harley to take this out. Oh. Now, is that a first slip of the match? It is only leg one, of course. That's obscured the double. That's going to make it tricky. He's going to have to shuffle. And it's not gone. It's not gone.
That first one made it very awkward.
I don't think you can afford to give Harley Kemp too many opportunities, but he's dragged it again. So Platty will come back for double 12. Unless he goes 4 double 10, he might do. He won't. Again, awkward dart. Right in the centre. So he's gone inside, double 6. He hasn't taken it. Kemp does take it out at I think the 5th time of asking. So 1-0 with the walk. Yeah, Platty looks to be in the zone. He looks up for it, and he should be. It's a final. So is Harley Kemp. Again, the first up, begging to be joined. Sensible darts from Platt. The flight obscuring the 20. Couldn't find a treble at all. Kemp, you'd have to say, stamps all over it. Another ton.
Super consistent as always, Harley Kemp.
Yeah, good pick up last start. 96 scored. Harley in again. That's blocked it. I'm surprised he didn't switch there. Again, I think a good pick up last start. Harley Kemp could lead us 201 handy. 59, not really enough. 154 would be a great checkout. And it's on. Not anymore.
It's not now.
Not anymore. But a great effort.
130. It's like 24 left, bro.
He likes double 12, doesn't he? Well, no, he missed it last time. Oh, great darts. I don't think it was what Harley was going for, but great darts. So they're both on double 12. Right inside again. But does peg it. Second dart. 17 dart leg. Not too foul. Harley leading off. 1-1. Going with throw. He snatched that third dart there over to the 5. Platt looking to take advantage, and does. Pick up last start again. Switching down. And David Platt saying anything you can do. I will not only match, I will better. Great dance. Not enough, Harley. 59.
Opening here for Platt.
And he generally does take them. You mentioned earlier that he's an Aston Villa fan. He is from Birmingham. They will take every chance they can get.
66.
Wayward, Harley. Need to concentrate. Every dart counts. Is the big fish on? No! Width of a wire away from having an attempt at the big fish. We have seen it once this week on stream.
134.
But still, 72, 36 left. That's better, Harley. Much better. Double 18. Bang. There you go. First break of throw.
Now, obviously, Dave Platt is 2-1 up here. Ian Dargan, who do you see as the dominant player at the moment in this matchup?
Well, obviously, Platty over those last two legs has been a bit more consistent. Platty picking up the last two legs, but we won't be even contemplating writing Harley off. He's been in around that triple all the time.
Yeah, you'd write Harley Kemp off at your own peril, the form he's been in this weekend.
He has looked tired towards the end of games, and he it's a massive game to take out Jezza in the semi-final after their 3 stoushes already this weekend at the end of the matches. Has it sucked a bit of life out of him? I don't know.
It's possible, and of course, being a seeded player yesterday, he didn't have to play the round robin section, but he was at work and just made it in time to get in and then force his way through to the final again, of course, against Jezza, which he did lose that final, but it's been a very, very long weekend for the likes of Harley Kemp. It will take its toll eventually. We are human, we're not machines.
It's a good comment you make there. Brings something up that I love about this format. Instead of having a seeded round robin, you take the seeds out of the round robin and the seeds go automatically through to the knockout competition. However, some of the seeded players prefer to play in a round robin beforehand, warm up, get a feel for the venue and play a full day of darts.
David Platt, 3-1. Great peg from David Platt. All he needs to do is hold his own throw now. Doesn't need to break again. Sorry to cut you off there, Ben.
No, it's all about the darts, mate.
Actually looks in the mood, doesn't he? He's just got that air about him at the moment. But as you quite rightly pointed out, Harley does look a little bit lackluster, a little bit tired, a little bit weary. So these 4 tournaments, they do take it out of you.
Platty went 140.99 out the back end of that leg 4. Kind of caught me by surprise. Thought we had another couple of shots up our sleeve.
Again, you can't take your eyes off of this. If you blink, you're into the next leg. It's fantastic darts. Fantastic darts. Good last out there. Should have been a 180, Harley will feel.
And Mitchell Beswick, great West Australian player, noted that Platty's thrown a little bit faster, thrown a bit quicker.
He's probably got a plane to catch.
Well, he's got a rhythm about him, that's for sure.
He's very much a rhythm player. And again, he's got one of those throws. Very, very little can possibly go wrong. But again, Harley, he does break. Didn't break back, but he's held his throw. So it's 3-2. A good 3-dart combo from Harley there.
Absolutely needed it, Brocky. Couldn't afford to go 4-1 down.
But even if he did, you wouldn't be surprised if he came back. He went 4-1 down. It might have fired him up even more. Great first dart. Again, it's surprising me in this final. The first dart is sitting so beautifully in a triple 20 when they find it, but they can't follow it up with the second one when it's begging to be joined. Again, a beautiful lie right at the bottom of the bed, but couldn't slip another one in. Well, steady ton there. Leaves him Shanghai. He's going to come back for a shot at it. And if he goes any other combination than triple, single, double, I'm going home. Aha, first one. Second
He's on
one.
for it.
Oh, just on the wire. But Harley too far back to cause too many issues.
David Platt steps in, looking for a 4-2 advantage.
Will it be a first dart clean as a whistle? No, that's again awkward. But finds it beautiful second dart. 17 dart leg. 4-2. Obviously race to 6, best of 11. Bit of a sprint, not a marathon, but that's the format it's been virtually all day, apart from the round robin section this morning. Yeah, great darts, great darts.
He used to be a man on a mission, Platty. He's ready for his first title.
Yeah, it has rankled him that he hasn't got one. He does have a ready wit. I think that keeps him out of trouble. Yeah, again, good pick up last dart. Every dart counts. Don't just squander it, folks. If you're just learning about the game of darts, or you're in a position where you're not to this standard, never give up. Never ever give up. Never squander a dart. Don't throw it aimlessly.
Darting Royalty joined us in the comments there. Lisa Ashton says, see, David is checking out good. Kiss.
We are not worthy, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. Lisa picked up a couple of tour wins, I believe, over in the UK recently on the PDC Women's Tour. One of the greats of women's darts.
And she's a regular commenter on Dartstream Live, checks in every now and again, just see the action from down under. Of course, she came over for the Australian Open.
Flat tops, 125. Oh, adrenaline kicked in, he's gone above. Oh, the 141. Good first start. He cleaned it up. He's left himself 32, but plenty on tops. He's been a little bit deadly. Three very, very well thrown darts. But Harley, reduce the deficit, 4-3, 32. and does so with some gusto and aplomb, I hasten to add.
Yeah, plenty opened the door for him there, and
Didn't he?
Certainly slammed it shut again. 4-3.
It's still game on. But Harley is that breakdown. He knows he's got to break.
We just see a little fist pump from David Platt, which he doesn't show emotion very often.
Nah,
It
well,
obviously meant a lot to him.
is it his first of the weekend? Perhaps. Wash my mouth out. Yeah, I mean, 180 is great, but the next three darts are as important, if not more important. You can't rest on the laurels at the top of the shop. You've got to kick on. Coming to you live from the iconic Geelong Dart Club. The best bacon and egg rolls on the darting circuit. Hello, Platt is not mucking about now.
Again, 2 ladies in the same leg, 41 after 9. Platty's striding for home.
Isn't he just? Isn't he just? And it's beautiful to watch. It doesn't matter which player gets on top. When they're flowing, 32, just outside. Is he in? Is he out? He's out. But when you've got a player that's flowing, it's you just have to admire the quality. That's why I think it's so unfair that the sheep in the crowd at a lot of the PDC events still boo Gerwin Price. While you're doing that, and Platty is in to go 5-2, 5-3 up, I should say, but they automatic boo, and if you're doing that, you can't see the quality that man brings to the hockey.
Absolutely.
Thankfully, no booing here in Geelong. Well, apart from each other's supporters and probably screaming at their TV screens.
40 again from Flash.
He's in the mood. When he's in the mood, when both of these are in the mood, it's pretty to watch. Again, good last dart. If you're beaten by the better player on the day, when you've produced some scintillating darts yourself, you just have to stand back and admire it and congratulate.
Endless visit from Harley.
Yes, at just the wrong time. A bit of a snatch. Harley just looks to have lost his rhythm a wee bit now.
Yes, it's looking a bit difficult at the moment for Harley. The consistency's dropped off.
He's looking a little deflated. But
he's probably entitled to feel a little bit tired.
I would say so. 3 finals out of 3 tournaments. Amazing consistency. He cannot be disappointed with his weekend. Can't play his needs to treble. Of course he finds it. Surely.
Big
yes.
Harley Kemp to fix up 117. Not going to happen. Small one there. So Dave Platt comes back for 115 as Harley Kemp says far out. 57's good. 18 for tops.
Oh,
not quite.
This has to go, Harley. It has to go. He did the right thing. He went for the double 17 to leave himself tops, but didn't happen. Platt has been deadly on this double top. Will it be the winning match dart? Good marker. Of course it is. A 6-3 win. Dave Platt over Harley Kemp.
Such a good
It's a fantastic dart. Somewhat like quite so good at times. You felt Jeremy Fagg, I've got him on my brain. Harley Kemp there was running out of steam a wee bit, but a fantastic effort for his weekend. He's got a lot of positives to take from that. So really and truly blessed with another fantastic final.
Yep, been absolutely fantastic, and Platty to get his first win on the board is a great thing.
Yeah, we won't be able to get him to shut up in the interview now, but bless him. Looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
Yep, this has been fantastic. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to let Platty come and have a chat with you guys. Thanks to the DSL team. Thanks to all the players this weekend, to everyone at Geelong Dart Club. To the legend Mickey Brock, thank you for your time. And we look forward to seeing you all in New South Wales.
Yeah, New South Wales is promising to be big. And then Pine Rivers in December, the start of December. So some massive tournaments coming up. Be a part of it, people. Be a part of it.
Awesome stuff. Look, we're going to take a short break and going to be back with the interview with Dave Platt if we can catch him before he jumps on that plane. So stick with us, Dart fans, and hear what Platty's got to say. We'll be back in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I shan't bother moving.
Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live in conjunction with Adc Oceania present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the Adc Oceania Tour 2023. $10,000 prize pool up for grabs. Huge thanks to the supporters of Adc Oceania, Geelong Darts Club, Mining Electrical Solutions, Dart World Australia, Darts Down Under, and Winmore, force behind darts.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you your winner of Event 6, David Platt, all the way from Western Australia, and he's joined there with Mickey Brock. Congrats, Dave, and over to you guys.
Yeah, Dave, we've been in this position many times over the years, but finally you've got an ADC tournament win under your belt. First West Australian to lift the title since Tim Pusey back in your home state last year.
I know, I'm rolling back the years, eh? I mean, it's funny, I played Harley in Saturday's tournament, and he blitzed me with 100 average, and I thought, oh my word, that's what you have to do now. Like these kind of players who I've been around for a long time as well, they've just realised what darts all about, I presume, and he's me on the downslide and they're on the upslide, and I'm thinking hanging in there. So yeah, I'll take that win every day long.
Well, you've proven to be quite deadly on double top, and even though one double 12, the dart was sort of covering the bed a wee bit, it was making it difficult. You weren't having much success there. When you got to the double tops, you were just knocking them off for fun.
Yeah, I don't know why I leave double 12. It's been my nemesis for I don't know. Since I missed that 9 darter against Michael Smith, I think it's haunted me ever since then. And yeah, I tend to leave it because I don't think there's a double on the board that frightens me. But if I'm truly honest, I think double 12 does and double top doesn't. So yeah, double top has been quite kind.
Well, I was going to be nice and not actually bring up that missed 9 darter, but you've done it. You've done so yourself. But your inaugural ADC Oceania tournament, you are sort of as Doug's referred to, the sort of the leg man over in WA for ADC Oceania. So it's got to be very pleasing that you've actually picked up a title now?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I believe in ADC. I think it's a good concept. I think there's opportunity for every player who is tuning in right now to look at this ADC with a fresh set of eyes or pair of eyes and look at it for what it's worth. I mean, the ADC is growing by the minute, and I'm just proud to be part of it. And like I said to Ian Dargan and Greg Walsh, I'm part of the setup in West Australia, and I'll push darts. I'm not here for David Platt. I'm here for darts, and I've always had that. That's been my mantle, and it won't change. And yeah, me and Dogs have had a laugh over the years saying that we like to leave darts in a better place than we find it, and I think in the years to come we will do that. He's a massive advocate of promotion through Team Rebel, and yourself know that anyway, and I know that because he sponsored me for many years, and I've always been proud to wear the Team Rebel badge on my and I will always until the day I put my darts in the cupboard. But
next week then.
Yeah, well, I've done it 2 or 3 times since, so I keep finding them out, I keep dusting them off, and I'm glad I did this weekend. Like I say, it's not cheap. I'll be fair, it's not cheap. Me and my 2 compadres travel from West Australia. We love the game, we love the concept, and we'll always support it as best we can. But like I say, the flights are not cheap. We know that, and we know that we have to come. But in all fairness, they have to come to WA. DWA, I think, are supporting the next one, and so are Dosh. So there's going to be a couple of ADC events in the West, and we hope that we can.
We weren't going to reveal that just yet, but we'll have no more information about that one if you don't mind.
We
have got an interloper, Harley. Fantastic. We have got the losing finalist there, Harley Kemp, coming to say goodbye. What a cracking weekend he's had. But I want to delve into the mindset of the player. Is there a point during a match where you think to yourself, I've got this, I've got him? You see a change in the way that your opponent is playing, and that gives you that little spur on? Or is it, no, not until that last double goes in?
Wow, Mickey boy, that's a cracking question. That's deep, yeah. I mean, but to be fair though, in my earlier days in my career at darts, I never thought I could get beat. And I'll be honest, I thought like, I don't care if I'm 200 and 300 behind. But now I look at 250 plus behind after someone's gone mental the first 2 or 3 throws, and I think, well, let's concentrate on the next leg. I do that now, but that no. You know me, you've known me for a long time. I don't give up, and I'll never give up. And I'll push these young ones, like the Harley Kemps of the world, are playing sensational darts. They are playing sensational darts. Jeremy Fagg, different level. Malcolm in different level. And Billy Aiken, he took out Mal today. I played Bill next, and I took him out. These guys, and they were pretty sensational games of darts. And now, to answer your question, I don't give up. You know I'll never give up. I don't always play the best darts I can play, and I know that. But I'll never give up.
But
and that's what makes me a fierce competitor.
But during that match, something we don't often see from Davey Platt, you gave a little fist pump. You got excited, didn't you?
That spark is probably still there, and it probably scares me a little bit, knowing, because that means like half the time I come and play these guys, and I do try. I try my heart out, and occasionally you have to bow down to the better player, but sometimes I've been beaten and I've lost to the better player, not the better player. So while I've still got that fire in my belly, which needs to be an inferno now, according to form, but yeah, I'll still give it the 100%, mate. You know that.
Yeah, well, I'll leave you with this. You are 100% in all ADC Oceania finals you've played in. It's been a cracking event, a cracking run tournament. I'm going to wish you all the best moving forward. And when we do go over to Perth, if we go over to Perth for some tournament, can I have a curry, please?
Mate, it's on the cards.
Sweet. Congratulations, bud.
Thanks, mate. Love you.
Thanks to you, Ben.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Thanks, guys, and congrats again, Dave. See you back in WA sometime at a dart event near me. And yeah, good to see you get over there, make the effort to get in that comp. We'll be back soon. Well, we won't. We'll be back for another event in New South Wales. See ya.
Bye. Now we can go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with ADC Oceania, present live coverage of events 4, 5 and 6 of the ADC Oceania Tour 2023. Whopping $10,000 prize pool up for grabs.